it's Thomasina from British Bunny. Today I am filming my October favourites. Can you believe it? It's November already. I have a couple of bits this month. There's some fashiony bits and some random bits and a couple of beauty bits. The first thing that I picked up this month I was obsessed with, and I think I want most weekends, are these jeans from New Look. So they're just black, slightly faded, skinny jeans, but they've got rips in the knees. They've got a rip here, and in the other side they've got a rip on the knee. So this one's just on the knee and this one's just below the knee. And they're really, really nice. I think they cost me about £22. They fit really well, actually. They do go a bit saggy if you wear them for like 2 or 3 days in a row and do need a wash. But yeah, they're really nice. They've got distressed bits in the pockets at the back, and they're just a bit bashed up. I got them in the size 10 because I am a size 10. I'm not sure what the length is, but I think it was just generic sizing. And I've worn these so much. I wore them when we went to Blackpool with just Converse and like a t-shirt, and I've worn them with boots in the evenings, and I've worn them some other times. Yeah, and they're just really, really good, and I'm really glad I picked them up because I really need more trousers and more jeans, and I just liked the distressed look of these. I think if I tried to do it myself, like I know there's all sorts of tutorials out there, but I just think if I had tried to do it, I would have done an awful job and just botched up a nice pair of jeans. So I'm glad I bought a pair that were already done for me. I'll put the link down below if I can find them on the website, and they're really cheap and really worth the money. My next favourite thing, which I only got at the end of October, but I've worn every day since, is this massive scarf from Primark. It's a huge kind of fleecy, snuggly, woolly scarf. It's kind of blues, oranges, purples, greys, Aztec print. It's got nice tassels on the end, and this cost me £5, and it's one of the warmest scarves that I own. It's really big, so you're never going to get a cold neck, and you could also use it as like a blanket or a shawl or whatever. It's really nice and fluffy and thick, and yeah, it cost me £5 because it just doesn't look like it's from Primark, and then it costs £5. It's beautiful. Yeah, so I have been loving that. It's been keeping me so warm on the train in and out of work. So another thing that I have been loving this month is hats, especially my fedora, not sure. It makes you look a bit like a pilgrim or something like that. And I got this one from Miss Selfridge. It was actually quite expensive. It was £25, but yeah, I'd got a voucher from Christmas for Dan's mum, so I actually only paid £5, which I think was an absolute bargain for this hat. I know Primark are doing them, but the reason I got this Miss Selfridge one was because, as I said before, I've got a massive head, and this one actually fit on my head rather than just having to be perched on the back. It's made of the most solid felt. I don't think it would lose its shape. There's a tiny detail on this. It's got a little bow on the side rather than just having the plain ribbon. It's actually got a little bit of detail, which I think is nice. So yeah, I really like that. It keeps you so dry and warm and snug, and they look so cool. I know they've got burgundy ones in the shops at the moment, so I am keeping an eye out for like a large size burgundy hat. I actually got this in store, so I didn't get off the website. Obviously I had to try it on, so yeah, if I can find the link I'll put it down below. The next thing I've been loving this month is booties. I don't know if any of you follow my blog. If you followed it since the beginning, you might have seen a couple of posts involving these boots already. They are these boots. They are an imitation of the Chloe, I think it's Nighthawk boots? No, Chloe boots, or the Office Nighthawks. And these were from eBay. They cost me about £30, and that includes travelling from China, which is where they were made. These are actually my second pair of these boots. I had a pair exactly the same last year, and the soles of them cracked unbelievably along the bottom, and because of the wet weather they just went all mouldy and manky. I still haven't actually thrown them away. They are still sitting on my desk at work, and it makes me sad to throw them away because they're still so beautiful on top. The bottoms are disgusting. So I got a new pair. These are amazing. I got these ones because they're quite high on the ankle. They don't sit in that annoying point in your ankle that makes your legs look fat. These are actually proper ankle boots, so I love them. And I just love the detail on them. They're actually really well made. The buckles are beautiful. With my last pair, nothing fell off. Yeah, it was just the soles was the only fault with them. But for £30, I wore them on a daily basis for actually like not walks, but for walking around London and that kind of thing. So they did have a lot of wear and tear, and they survived very well. So I'll put the link for these down below. They had red ones, but they've sold out. The only thing with these, they're so noisy. No, I can't make the noise. When you walk, you sort of sound like a reindeer. Santa's coming! Anyway, they're really noisy because these buckle bits all chink together, and so everyone can definitely hear you coming. There's no way of being secretive in these boots. But they're amazing, so worth the money, and they actually arrived really quickly. I think they arrived in about 2 weeks, which is pretty excellent considering they came all the way from China. Now I've just got a couple of beauty bits. My first one is this. It's the matte black nail varnish from Barry M. I've actually just put it on in a bit of a slapdash mode just now, just so I could show you guys. It reminds me of the Batmobile. There's no shine to it at all. And it does look a bit weird, but I quite like it. And it was the usual price of the Barry M. I think they're $3.49 or something like that. And it goes on with 2 coats. It's a nice thick opaque colour. And yeah, it's pretty cool. It's just something a bit different for autumn winter. My next thing was something I've kind of rediscovered. You might have seen me using it in one of my Get Ready With Me videos. It is the Maybelline Colour Tattoo, Maybelline 24-hour Colour Tattoo, and this one is in On and On Bronze. And I had this ages ago, and I just thought, I just didn't like the colour. But I've rediscovered it recently, and as you can see, I've been using it so much that I've hit pan on it. And it's so nice for like a daytime look. I've been wearing it for work just on my top lid, and like I like it on the weekends just smudged into my waterline and that kind of thing. It's so nice, and it really does last. It's good as well because it's a cream shadow. If you want to use it as a base and then put other shadows over the top, it holds them on, just makes sure they don't go anywhere. And I actually bought the other day the same, well, the colour tattoo in, I think it's something pomegranate. It's like a reddy purpley colour, and it's so pretty, and I've been using that a lot for smoky eyes on the weekend. But yeah, they're so cheap and they're so worth the money, and I've had this for probably like a year and I've only just hit pan on it. Yeah, so I'm very happy with rediscovering that. My next favourite is a bit of a random one. It's kind of a home thing. It's candle, and I have, now that it's autumn winter, everyone gets into like Christmassy candles, and I can't afford to buy amazing candles. So I saw this in, I think it was originally in Sainsbury's, and I thought, oh yeah, because I didn't really have any kind of autumny wintery smells left over from last year. We just had a lot of kind of vanillas and that kind of thing. So anyway, I picked this one up, and it is the Glade something candle in spiced apple and cinnamon, and it is so delicious and Christmassy. Like when you smell it in this thing without it being lit, it smells really strong and a bit funky, but when it's lit it actually burns so nice, and the smell like fills up the whole flat, and it lasts for ages. So if you burn it one night and you come in the next day, you come back from work, you can still smell it, which is really nice. And it costs £2, and I think I've got through now probably about, I think this might be my 4th, because if you burn them every night, so if you burn them as soon as you get home for about 4 or 5 hours, they only last about a week and a half. It does say in the box 30 hours, but I think that's a lie. So yeah, it comes in one of these little boxes, and they do loads of other smells. There's like a something about a frosted blackberry or something, and there's a pine cone flavour or something like that, I don't know. But there's loads of them. They only cost £2, and I think they're actually a real bargain. And I think the quality of them is pretty damn good for £2. And they come in these really nice proper glass holders, so you don't have to worry about them melting or exploding anywhere. And they're really, really good. And yeah, and also it's quite good because when you finish your candle, you can obviously burn out the bottom and use the little thingy. Eggnog cups for Christmas? I don't know. But yeah, they're really, really good, so I've been obsessed with them. And this is the one smell I find that I really, really like, spiced apple and cinnamon. I've also got them from Tesco's, so I know you can pick them up in probably most supermarkets. The final thing I have been loving in October, yeah, it's October. Yeah, October is a traditional film favourite. This one is a little different. I think I normally like films that are quite recent. This ain't a film. I bought these off eBay the other day, all 6 series for about £20 and I am hooked, and it's, oh god, it's heavy. It's the box set of Lost. The story behind it is, I was obsessed with it. It was on television. When was it on? About 5 or 6 years ago? Maybe even more. It's because they had it on Channel 4. And I think they had about, I'm not sure if it's 2 or 3 series on Channel 4. But I watched everything that was on Channel 4. And then for the next series, they moved it onto Sky. We don't have Sky. We had just the basic channels. So I could never see any more of it. So I was really, really gutted. And then obviously it finished. And I don't know what happens in the end. Like, I've heard all sorts of things, and I'm sure I've probably heard what happens in the end, but I've heard a lot of different theories. And I'm just super intrigued to find out, A, what does happen in the end, B, how they explain it, and see the fact that if I've only seen 2 or 3 series, I mean, I've still got another 60 episodes or something left to watch I've never seen before, and it's just a really good series, but I'd forgotten how bloody creepy it is, because if I watch it in the house by myself, like, oh, it's just really creepy. It's a really creepy series, but it's so good. And I'd forgotten all the stuff that happens. I'd forgotten about all the characters. I'd forgotten about people dying. I'd forgotten about how scary the others were, the polar bears, the Dharma Initiative and everything. So I'm only in the middle of series 2 now, and I've had this for quite like a couple of months, but I am hooked on it. Like, if I watch one episode, I'm not like, I have to watch another episode, and I like to watch it if I'm cooking or tidying up or something like that, just because I want to know what happens. I mean, I've got so many blinking episodes to get through, but yeah, I just want to know what happens in the end, so don't ruin it for me if you do know. And yeah, and I will probably, once I've watched these, I will probably sell them on, so if anyone is interested in watching Lost, if you're like me and you haven't seen it before, or if you want to watch it again, let me know, because yeah, I don't imagine I could watch the whole series again. I might go mental. But yeah, so that's what I have been obsessed with. So yeah, I want to watch an episode now. Yes, that is it really. That's the end of my October favourites. Thank you so much for watching. Let me know what you think about my favourites. If you have any really amazing favourites from October, anything you recommend, that kind of thing. I'm always interested, especially now it's autumn, winter, anything new and exciting. Oh yeah, if you want to see how I style my boots and my fedora, I'm going to put the link for my blog down below. I would love it if you guys could check it out. If you like this video, please like, subscribe to my channel. I'm putting up a new video every week, just about cheap and cheerful things, really. So yeah, if you like it, give me a thumbs up, subscribe, and thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!